Hello my friends and welcome back to my F122 Endurance Challenge, where I increase the difficulty of the AI by 1% with each race. We are here at Barcelona in the Spanish Grand Prix and the AI is set to 5% and I'm on my hot lap for the first qualifier, and luckily I could overtake Magnussen before the lap started, so with a bit of luck I shouldn't face any other cars on my hot lap, which would be crucial. The Spanish Grand Prix is one of my favorite tracks. I really like this track layout, and usually whenever I drive on this track I have a lot of fun. What you see here is the only corner combination that I don't really like, corner 14 and 15 so to speak. However, my first lap is already pretty decent. I took the times from Jarno Opmeer once again, which you can see at the top, and I'm only 4 seconds slower. Usually I'm 5 seconds slower than Jarno, so this is quite an achievement for me.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I was hoping I could improve my lap time even more, but I had to face a lot of traffic, so my best choice is to abort the lap and skip the qualifying altogether. I am 7 seconds faster than Max, and out of the qualifying is once again our teammate Juan Yushou, Stroll, Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher. So let's jump straight into Q2. I really hope I can get past Bottas here before crossing the start and finish line. And there we go, he even gave me a bit of a slipstream, which is pretty nice. And I believe the Haas ahead of me is far enough away to not face him in this lap. And I finished my lap with a 1:21.2. That is almost 3/10 faster than my lap in the Q1, which is pretty great. Again, only 4 seconds slower than Jarno. And out of the qualifying are Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Sebastian Bottas and Kevin Magnussen. Alrighty, Q3 it is. And as you can see, there are quite some clouds in the sky. And I believe there was rain to be expected at the end of the first qualifying. So it's crucial to get a good lap together in the beginning of the qualifying. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. I'm going a bit wide here, which doesn't really help. And I'm afraid I will face traffic. That Ferrari is pretty close. Yeah, color sign starts being a bit of a nuisance here. You cannot really overtake him at this part of the track. So this certainly did cost me, well, maybe even half a second. However, my time is fast enough. 21.57. That's okay. And this means I am on pole.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves.
So yeah, let's jump into the race. First of all, we check out the starting grid.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Oldtimer lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Carlos Sainz and Verstappen, Perez, Norris, Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo, Gasly, Sebastian Vettel and Bottas, Magnussen, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda and Mick Schumacher. Joe, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
Race strategy wise, as always, I start with the hard tires and I will switch to the medium tires at around lap 19. As always, you can find my car setup in the description down below. If you want to copy it, just check out the description. And let's see how the start goes. I'm wondering how many positions I will lose again. I always lose positions at the start. That's one position, and it seems like I could keep Leclerc behind me, yeah. Okay, this is okay. And I could overtake Russell easily. I didn't lose much time here. So here we are. Time to get some quick laps together and to lap as many people as possible. Maybe pause the video and write in the comments down below how many drivers do you think I will lap, or how many cars. And yeah, write it in the comments down below. It'd be really interesting what you expect. My target is to at least lap everyone twice, so that would be 38 cars to be lapped. Yeah, let's see. We are at the end of the first round and I'm already 5 seconds ahead. In lap 10, I managed to see my teammate for the first time during the race. It's time to lap the first back markers. I'm having a bit of a trouble with the sausage curbs here. And this is quite unfortunate for Yuki. He was about to overtake Lance, but he had to cancel to let me pass. Sorry for that. And with Bottas and Magnussen I managed to lap the first pack of cars. My next target is lapping the midfield. There we are, Ocon's the first one with his Alpine. And Danny on P10. Also, Alonso is getting lapped on his home Grand Prix. It must feel horrible if you get lapped at your home Grand Prix, but tough luck, my friend. And Norris decided to not let me pass. That was a strange maneuver. I hope he's getting punished for it. And luckily I didn't spin. Okay, my next target is Max Verstappen, who won his first Formula 1 Grand Prix on this track. It was back in 2016 and it was his first race for Red Bull, which was quite an achievement. Anyways, here and today you are getting lapped, Mr. Verstappen. And the next guy from Spain who's getting lapped at his home Grand Prix is Carlos Sainz. So there's only one left who needs to be lapped. And then I managed to lap the whole field once by the end of round 15. In the 19th round I managed to see my teammate once again. The back markers are getting lapped for the second time. I do have some trouble here with lapping Yuki. Apparently he doesn't like to be lapped twice. And it's time for the pit stop. Switching to the medium tires now. And unfortunately, all the back markers are overtaking me again. So that's 5 cars that I just lapped and which I do have to lap once again.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
So there's our teammate again. I feel really sorry for him because he's losing a lot of time every time I lap him because of my pit stop. I had to lap him one more time. And there's Yuki again. Same corner as 2 rounds before, but this time I don't kiss his back and he lets me pass easily. That was a close one with Gasly. I'm pretty certain if I had hit him I would have spun. Fernando Alonso getting lapped a second time at his home Grand Prix. I feel kinda sorry for him. And Lando Norris once again, and I do believe at this point his teammate is out of the race. Once again, it's pretty much the same as last race in Miami when all of a sudden the second orange dot was missing. Same goes for this race. So Lando Norris all on his own.
Turbochargers on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
My pit crew is once again telling me that something's wrong with my engine. The turbocharger seems to have some problems here. However, at the infographics, the engine looks pretty nice, though the turbocharger is just a bit old by now. So maybe my crew only told me that the charger is getting old and should get replaced at some point, but I doubt and I hope it won't break. We are in lap 30 and I meet my teammate for a 4th time. So the back markers are getting lapped a 3rd time. So at this stage of the race I'm already ahead of my target. My target was lapping everyone twice and some people are getting lapped 3 times. Yuki Tsunoda, same corner once again. I'm kinda paranoid, so I rather lap him carefully. And somehow Bottas managed to overtake Magnussen. They've been fighting for the whole race. And Ocon should be the last one to be lapped. Yeah, Fernando is pretty far away. He doesn't have to deal with getting lapped a third time. So that makes it 47 lapped drivers. That's a decent number, and I'm quite happy about that. So the only thing left that I could do is trying to improve the fastest lap time even more. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm going pretty wide here, I almost hit the gravel. And there we are. It's even fastest lap time, 1:22.2. That's pretty decent. Only 1 second slower than my qualifying times. Driver of the day is Max Verstappen. I have no idea what he did, but I guess it's well deserved. And here we are on the top of the podium, celebrating our victory. Our teammate ended up on position 19, which is somewhat the last position given that Danny Ricciardo had to retire his car.
How things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves the...
Alright, let's check out the highlights. A great start, where I only lost 1 position, but it was pretty close with Charles. Yeah, that was a close call. Well, there's not much to see in the highlights, only the first and the last lap. Well, it's okay, I guess. And driver standings, I'm still first, of course. Now I'm 27 points ahead of Max Verstappen, which means no matter what happens in the next race, I will stay ahead. Because you can only gain 26 points per race weekend, unless there's a sprint, of course. And in the constructor standing, we could get a bit closer to Red Bull and Ferrari, but it's still 32 points, which is really a lot. That's really a lot, given that our teammate won't make any points at all, and all the work needs to be done by myself. Anyways, I really enjoyed this race. Barcelona, one of my favorite tracks. If you also enjoyed it, please press the thumb up button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next race. Until then, be well and take care. Bye bye.